welcome to All My Gemini. I am my Aunt Zami'Ra, and today I'm going to be doing your September of 2018 reading. So to start off, Gemini, as I was beginning this, before I started actually, I was getting the vibe of some unsureness. I feel like there's some things happening in Gemini's life that they're still questioning. I'm not sure what aspect it is yet, and through this reading we're going to get clarity on it. But there's something that you've been a little unsure on, to the point where it's kind of been bothering you, and you've been maybe going back and forth with. But we're gonna get some clarity on that. So to start off, I'm gonna start with this the Isis Oracle deck. Very powerful deck from ancient Egypt, and we're gonna start off with the power. Angelic beings, higher versions of me. What is there to know about my Gemini? What are they feeling conflicted about? What are they feeling confused about? Gemini. This September, oh my God. Okay. Your words. Divine names of power. Divine guardian, protection of the winged mother, pillar of light. So, cartouche, if you can see those symbols there, those sigils, divine names of power. Cartouche has to do with your words. So, this has been a reoccurring card for the Gemini because we also got it last month. How are your affirmations, Gemini? Do you have affirmations that you say every day that are speaking life into your situation? Because I feel like when it comes to speech, Geminis are still having moments where they're not always speaking life into the situation. You know, they have those two faces, and it seems like sometimes, you know, you seem so happy and bubbly, but it's like when something defeats you, Gemini, you really get defeated. And I encourage all my Gemini, if you haven't already, make a list, let's say, of 11 affirmations. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am worthy. You know, just keep on going with it. Key affirmations that work for you. Stick it on your mirror and look at it every day and speak it. Gemini, I challenge you this month to make that list of affirmations and say them every day you look in the mirror. Because the thing about it, Gemini, is that you create your own reality based on the thoughts you think, the words you speak, and the actions that you take action on. So if you get defeated in a situation and you start saying things like, I can't do it, I don't know if I can, like I don't know. Gemini, it's a time for you to really know. And the reality of it is you do know. But sometimes you get defeated and sometimes you aren't speaking, you're not speaking life over your situations. I have an affirmation that me and my king use all the time. And we always say, I am attracting abundant prosperity, joy, health, wealth, success, synchronicity, expansion, ascension, unity, all rooted in divine love. So if you speak in that every day, let's say that's your affirmation that you have in the mirror, and every day you are attracting that. When adversity tries to come against you, it's just going to brush right off your shoulder like some air, like the air sign you are. But don't get defeated with your words, and even if sometimes you don't mean it, it's still manifesting. So that's just something to be mindful on, Gemini. I feel like this is a key player because it's the second time that it came 2 months in a row, and maybe last month the message wasn't really clear. But be sure to stay diligent on your affirmations. I also got divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. So I feel like a lot of you have been wondering, like, there may have been some things happening and it seems like miracles, where it's like, how did that happen? Like, I was supposed to, my lights were supposed to be off by now. Like, what's going on? Like, you're protected and you're fortified by the winged mother, your guardian. You have some powerful ancestors working for you. But the thing is, knowing that you're protected and that you're fortified is not enough. You also have to speak life into your situation and speak life into their situation, which the ancestors are just a higher version of you. If you're speaking life into your situations, they're gonna, you're speaking abundant prosperity, joy. They're gonna wanna create situations where you're attracting more of that. So Gemini, if you're worried about adversity, if you're worried about resistance coming against you, you're You're protected and you're fortified, and you're diligently saying your affirmations every day. You're saying your affirmations every day as a reassurance day. Next, we got Pillar of Light, Descent of the Star of Isis. Okay, this is an affirmations that your ancestors are trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Whatever ancestors that is you connect with, they're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. But I feel like there's kind of been a block when it comes to your speech and the words that you're speaking. And as soon as you switch that over and start speaking life to your situation, you're already protected, and they're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. This is the Pillar of Light. So yes, I feel like step one is work on your affirmation. And from those affirmations and speaking more life into your situation, you're going to pull down even more angelic help for you, because you are connected, okay? So that's something you've probably been worried about. Like, are you protected? Are your ancestors hearing you? Maybe you have been trying to connect and you're like, they're not hearing me. Like, I don't see any blessings happening. Make sure you continue to speak life even when you don't see things in the physical. Okay, so this is the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull from here for some more clarities for you, Gemini. What else is there in here from Gemini this September of 2018? Angelic beings, higher versions of me, I'm just trying to know from Gemini. September 2018. Yeah, see, I just heard golden grace. I keep on getting affirmations from the ancestors, like y'all are highly favored in this time. So make sure, or maybe this can also be coming from the sense like some Gemini need to work on saying their affirmations, and then there's some Geminis who know this. They got the message last month and they've been diligently working on it. They have their affirmations, they're speaking life into their situation. Now they're getting more grace. That's 3 cards in a row where your ancestors are saying, I'm connected to you. Divine Guardian, Pillar of Light, and her golden grace. So if y'all have been wondering, that's something you've been worrying about, like, are your ancestors listening? Are they really on your side? That's 3 cards back to back. Sacred ecosystem, so shall it be. So, sacred ecosystem. Have y'all been getting out in the sun and nature a lot lately? Have y'all had that time to ground yourself in the ground and feel the air, get in tune with the leaves and nature? Because I feel like this is something that the ancestors could be saying. Like, if you want to get closer to me and you want to feel me deeper, and let me turn this music down a little bit. I feel like they're saying, if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, go out in nature. This is where I dwell. They're in the trees, they're in the leaves, they're in the grass, they're in the wind. Go out in nature so you can experience the glory of just embracing yourself on a higher level. Go out and say your affirmations out in nature. Have that personal time with yourself. Have your Palo Santo or your sage or your incense, whatever it is. I feel like for the Gemini, it's about working more diligently on creating that space where the ancestors can come and give you guidance. We got so shall it be. So this goes along with the card 2 sage, speaking what you want into existence, speaking your truth out loud and not being ashamed of the message that's going to come back, not being afraid that, oh, am I worthy? Do I really deserve this? Yes, you do. You got 3 cards back to back with your ancestors saying, I'm working with you. I am here with you. I believe in you. You can do it. These are the affirmations that you should be saying to yourself. This is an affirmation that maybe you guys need to connect deeper with your ancestors. Or maybe you have been already and this is saying, great job. Great job. They're saying, I appreciate that you take the time to connect with me. I appreciate that you know that I am you. You're not separating me from you. You're understanding that, I want to connect with my higher mind. And by connecting with my higher mind, I am going to be able to live a more freeing life. I'm not going to feel like I'm convicted by every little thing. I'm not going to feel like I'm affected by things that are happening in the world, because I know that I am creating my own reality. I know that I am fortified. I know that I'm getting out in nature and I am connecting with my ancestors, and I am being blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. This is the message for the Gemini. Let me get some more clarity. What else is there to know from my Geminis? This up and coming September. September of 2018. For my Gemini. Already there is value. Already there is value. That means that you're probably anticipating something in the future. You're like, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? It's about being in this present moment. Being in this present moment and not too much worried about what's going to happen in the future. Because if you're always worried about what's going to happen in the future, that means you're not in this present moment and you're not taking advantage of it. You're not creating in this present moment. Maybe you're missing signs that are right in your face at this moment because you're worried about what's going to happen in the future. So that was just an affirmation to, look towards the future, but not in a place where you're forgetting to just be in every moment. What else is there to know about my Gemini for September 2018? Okay, look, karmic grace. All of this. So for my Geminis who have been working diligently to connect with that higher version of them, to connect with your ancestors, they hear you. They're working with you. Knowing that you have to do your part. Go out in nature. Meditate. If you've been thinking about doing something like yoga or qigong or tai chi, something where you're using your breath and you're meditating and you're being fluid. Sometimes it's easy to get scatterbrained, worried about this. We need to have that time to center ourselves, because once we're centered in the moment, we can really listen to messages that are coming towards us. If we're always doing this and we're always talking to ourselves in our brain, it's kind of like static. You're not going to be able to hear. You have grace, 2 cards involving grace, divine guardian, pillar of light, so shall it be. So shall it be. Speak whatever you want to manifest into existence and know that already there is value. Already in this moment is everything that you're trying to manifest. It is already here with you. You are here with you. Take that time to breathe. You're an air sign. Focus on your breaths, especially with the pillar of light. Gemini, at the end, you deserve some rest. You need to take some time to rest. I feel like the Geminis have been thinking a lot, and they've been thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and they've been thinking about maybe if they have kids, they've been worrying in their relationships, and they just need that time to go out in nature, sacred ecosystem. They just need that time to go out in nature and just be and just breathe. So Gemini, I want you to practice that breathing. Just deep inhales, and when you get to the top, hold it. Gemini, that's the type of breathing that I want you to focus on when you're out in nature. That's called Ujjayi breathing, and it's from Ashtanga Yoga. I just want you to practice that. It's called sound breathing. So when you inhale, you're going to hear it. You're going to take it to the top, hold it. When you're holding it, you're letting out oxygen flow through your brain and your lungs and your blood, and then you're going to exhale. Do that when you have your Palo Santo or your sage or your incense. Breathing in the essence, purifying your space, and flowing in the knowing. You are loved. You have the guidance. Your ancestors are with you. You are with you. There's nothing to be worried about. Don't worry about anything. Worrying causes, wrinkles. We don't want wrinkles. We want to stay youthful forever, Gemini. So this has been my Aunt Zami'Ra. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening with me, Gemini. I hope that you learned something. I hope that I provided you with some insight. And just thank you so much. This has been my Aunt Zami'Ra. I'll see you next time.